Let me ask you something important. How many times in your life have you set a goal and truly believed that this time everything would change? Maybe it was a goal to improve your health. Maybe it was a goal to build a better career. Maybe it was a goal to learn new skills, become more productive, or completely transform your life. In the beginning, the excitement feels powerful. You feel motivated. You feel inspired. You imagine a future version of yourself who is stronger, smarter, healthier, and more successful. But then something happens. Days pass, life becomes busy, motivation slowly disappears. And before you realize it, that powerful goal you once believed in becomes just another forgotten idea. This experience is incredibly common. Millions of people set goals every year, but only a small percentage actually achieve them. So the question is, why? Why do so many people fail to achieve their goals even when they genuinely want success? The answer is not as complicated as most people think. The biggest reason is not lack of intelligence. It is not lack of opportunity. And it is not even lack of motivation. The biggest reason people fail to achieve their goals is because they misunderstand how progress actually works. Most people believe success happens quickly. They imagine dramatic change. They imagine rapid transformation. They imagine that once they decide to change their life, the results should appear almost immediately. But real progress rarely works that way. Real progress is slow, sometimes extremely slow. In the beginning, progress is often invisible. Imagine planting a seed in the ground. On the first day, nothing appears. On the second day, nothing appears. For weeks, it may seem like nothing is happening. But underneath the surface, something important is taking place. Roots are growing. The foundation is forming. Eventually, one day, a small plant appears above the soil. But that small plant only exists because of the unseen growth that happened earlier. Success works the same way. The early stages of progress are often invisible. You may be working hard, you may be learning new skills, you may be building better habits, but the results are not obvious yet. This is the stage where most people quit, because they believe their effort is not working. They believe their progress is too slow. They become frustrated and they return to their old habits. But the people who eventually succeed are the ones who continue during this invisible stage of progress. They understand something important. Small actions repeated consistently create massive results over time. This principle is known as compound improvement. Every small habit you repeat becomes slightly stronger. Every skill you practice becomes slightly better. Every day of discipline builds momentum, and eventually, that momentum produces visible results. Think about someone learning a new language. During the first few weeks, progress feels extremely slow. Words are difficult to remember. Sentences are confusing. It feels like improvement is almost impossible. But if that person continues studying every day, something interesting happens. After a few months, basic conversations become possible. After a year, communication becomes much easier. After several years, fluency becomes realistic. What once seemed impossible becomes normal. This transformation does not happen overnight. It happens through consistent effort. The same principle applies to every goal you may have. If you want to improve your health, small daily habits matter. If you want to become financially successful, consistent learning and action matter. If you want to develop strong mental discipline, daily practice matters. Success is not created by one big decision. It is created by hundreds of small decisions made consistently. Another reason people fail to achieve their goals is because they focus too much on outcomes. They become obsessed with results. They constantly ask themselves questions like, when will I succeed? When will I see results? When will my life finally change? But focusing only on outcomes creates frustration, because outcomes are often delayed. Instead of focusing on results, successful people focus on systems. A system is the daily process you follow. For example, instead of focusing only on losing weight, you focus on exercising every day. Instead of focusing only on writing a book, you focus on writing a small number of words each day. Instead of focusing only on becoming successful, you focus on improving your habits. When you focus on systems instead of outcomes, progress becomes more manageable. You stop worrying about distant results. You simply concentrate on the next small action. And over time, those small actions produce the results you desire. Another common obstacle to achieving goals is fear. Fear of failure, fear of criticism, fear of looking foolish. Many people have powerful dreams, but they hesitate to take action because they are afraid of making mistakes. They imagine others judging them. They imagine embarrassment. They imagine failure. But what most people fail to realize is that failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every person who achieves something meaningful experiences failure along the way. Every entrepreneur faces setbacks. Every athlete experiences defeat. Every creative person produces imperfect work. Failure is not proof that you cannot succeed. It is proof that you are trying. And trying is the only path toward improvement. The people who achieve their goals are not those who avoid failure. They are those who learn from it. They treat mistakes as information. They analyze what went wrong. They adjust their strategy, and they try again. Another powerful factor that influences success is environment. Your environment shapes your behavior more than you may realize. If you surround yourself with distractions, your focus will suffer. If you surround yourself with negativity, your motivation will decline. But if you surround yourself with people who value growth, learning, and discipline, your mindset will change. This is why many successful individuals carefully design their environments. They create spaces that encourage productivity. They spend time with people who inspire improvement. They eliminate unnecessary distractions. By shaping their environment, they make good habits easier to maintain. One more reason people struggle to achieve their goals is impatience. In today's world, we are used to instant results, instant communication, instant entertainment, instant information. This culture of instant gratification makes long-term effort feel uncomfortable, but meaningful achievements require patience. Building something valuable takes time. Developing expertise takes time. Transforming your life takes time. The people who achieve great things are those who accept this reality. They understand that success is a long journey, and they commit to that journey even when progress feels slow. If you truly want to achieve your goals, there are a few principles you must remember. First, clarity is essential. You must know exactly what you want to achieve. Vague goals create vague results, but clear goals create clear direction. Second, focus on systems rather than outcomes. Your daily habits determine your future. Third, accept failure as part of the learning process. Mistakes are not signs of weakness. They are opportunities for improvement. Fourth, design an environment that supports your growth. Remove distractions. Surround yourself with people who encourage progress. And finally, practice patience. Great achievements rarely happen quickly, but they become inevitable when you remain consistent over time. Imagine your life 5 years from now. Imagine the skills you could develop. Imagine the habits you could build. Imagine the progress you could achieve. 5 years may seem like a long time, but those years will pass whether you take action or not. The difference is how you choose to spend them. You can continue repeating the same patterns, or you can begin building a better future. And the most powerful moment to begin that process is right now. Your goals are not impossible. They simply require commitment. They require patience. They require consistent effort. And most importantly, they require the courage to continue even when progress feels slow. Because every small step forward matters. Every day of effort matters. Every disciplined decision matters. And over time, those small decisions will create a life that once seemed impossible. So start today. Take one small step, then another, then another. Because the journey toward your goals is not built in a single moment. It is built day by day. And the future you want is waiting on the other side of those daily choices.